Aloha, this is Joshua Bowles with Lyric Woodwork and Snake Road Sawmill, and I would like to share with you today a table and a table base design that we've developed over the last 4 years. One of the things I love about furniture design is you can draw in a lot of different inspirations, and one of them for me is a love of antiquity, Greek and Roman history. And the ancient Greeks had a ship, a trireme, and the base of the ship was like you see here in the table, essentially where this continued underwater, and there was a battering ram to smack into the enemies. Now, I was at the Bishop Museum, and there was a canoe that had the same design. I wanted to incorporate that into the design for this table base. There's also functional purposes for it as well. So you see here, we have a solid slab on one side, and that gives it stability, which is what you need. This slab we have on here is about 44 inches wide and about 8 feet long. So it weighs almost 200 pounds. So it's quite heavy. So you really need the stability. But one of the problems with the solid slab leg is that it's hard to get chairs around it. So what we've done here is we get solidity from that side. Here you get the support, but also ease of use, and it also provides a sense of movement to the table and ties in some of the history. So this slab was from a pretty old tree that was growing in Waimanalo, and I think it's an exceptional one in terms of the figure, the color, and also you can tell it has some stories to tell. There's a mark here where you can see that at some point in the past, a branch snapped off and then the tree grew around it. Then you see here, there was a large bark inclusion. And what we decided to do is make that into a feature. And so we used some koa for the butterflies. I think I always like to include a bit of koa with any of the projects that I do. It has such a special significance here in Hawaii as an endemic wood. And it's truly one of the most beautiful woods in the world. And what we've done here is we use these at about a full 1.25 inches, so a full thickness. And with these butterflies, what's really important is proportion. Just a 1/4 inch too large or too small, and just doesn't feel right. It feels off somehow. So with these, we decided to make them long and narrow, and then, but thick. So almost a full 1.25 inches. So you really get a sense that it's doing some work of keeping the slab together. So as you can see, this is truly a massive slab from a really mature tree. But we do a variation of this base when we have a slab that's perhaps a bit narrower, something in the 36-inch range, where we'll take the front part of this base and we'll mirror it, so it'll be symmetrical. Just a couple other things about this particular piece of wood is you can see here, there's the base, and as it's growing up, there's a large branch this way, and it branches off here as well. And what you have in between the two branches is something called compression curl. And essentially, what that is formed by is, you can imagine the branch of the tree as it's shaking in the wind over the course of years, those fibers break and then regrow, and it causes that really beautiful pattern. So this table is actually going to a really good home. This is going to Island Contractors, another local business that we very much look forward to collaborating with in the future. And this is going to go into their showroom. So we really wanted to present one of the finest pieces that we've collected over the years. If you have a love of the woods of the Pacific and an interest in design and history, and would like to see all three of those brought together, please stop by our shop, give us a call, and thank you for subscribing to our channel.